Alcohol is a weapon that's used against you. You can pray for it. But how do you pray for something that you have accepted that you're bragging about? If you're bragging about having a bunch of sweethearts, so it's a demon of adultery in your life, and when it manifests itself in your son's life, your son can be a homosexual, and when it manifests itself in your daughter's life, she can have a demon of sexual perversion and be sleeping around, be promiscuous. So you allow this demon in your life and it can manifest itself in different ways, which is a generational curse, because you give it legal rights to beat up. Then guess what can happen, Bahamas? You can't pray for it, because you can't pray for something you bragging about. If you proud to be gay, then how you gonna pray that spirit away? If you proud that you was drinking, say you need your little drink, how you gonna pray with a demon of addiction? If you proud to be a womanizer and you get plenty sweeties and you bragging about how much woman you get, how are you gonna pray with that demon of adultery that could kill your son one day? And that is the problem. So God, preach, may bless us, God, protect us. Please help us not to die for lack of knowledge, Heavenly Father, and to always remember that the weapon can never be our friend, and we rebuke Satan in the name of Jesus. That any weapon that's formed against us shall not prosper. In Jesus Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Views expressed on this program are not the views of ZNS TV 13 and, by extension, the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition, several structures at Potter's Cay Dock destroyed. The West Grand Bahama and Bimini race heating up. Blue Lagoon responds to boating tragedy. And in sports, Lady Rebels win hoops opener. The Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition starts now. Good evening, I'm Desmond Saunders. Welcome to the Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition. Thanks for joining us. An early morning blaze destroying 3 structures at the eastern end of Potter's Cay Dock, with a 4th stall partially demolished. Luckily, there were no injuries. The cause of the fire unknown, but an intense investigation has been launched. A similar ordeal took place 2 years ago when several structures were destroyed, and now president of the Potter's Cay Dock Fish, Fruit, and Vegetable Vendors Association, Ominic Bow, making repeated appeals for help.
I got a message about 5 this morning, but I didn't open my phone until about 9. And upon opening my phone, I realized I had a video in my phone from one of the stall owners stating that a fire was out here on Potter's Cay. We have stall number 17 is down, stall number 16 is down, stall number 15 is down, and we have stall number 14 that is partially damaged. As you're aware, 2 years ago we had a fire over on the eastern side where 6 stalls has been damaged. So far, 2 stalls has been, 1 stall is open and 2 is being constructed after 2.5 years. I don't know what's going to happen now with these 4, but we need something to happen.
Officials of Blue Lagoon Island releasing a statement following that November 14th ship sinking incident. Officials expressing their deepest condolences to the family and friends of the passenger who tragically passed away. The release expressing regret to the passengers who were on board during the time of the incident. According to company representatives, a quote, rigorous independent investigation has been launched. Company officials say they are cooperating with the Bahamas Maritime Authority, the Bahamas Port Authority, and the Royal Bahamas Police Force as their investigation continues. The Progressive Liberal Party holding its rally on the grounds of Pinedale, 8 Mile Rock, Grand Bahama. That event attracting scores who heard about the PLP's plan for the area. Yolanda Thompson-Everest has more.
This one is for Obi. Say who you with, Kingsley's bet. Who you with, Kingsley's bet. Say who you with, Kingsley's bet. Yeah, who you with, Kingsley's bet.
Progressive Liberal Party's candidate Kingsley Smith expressing that he is not a man of making promises, but someone that is interested in making a difference in the lives of residents of West Grand Bahama and Bimini. At the Raleigh Golden Finale, Smith is disclosing that schools will be built and redeveloped, seawalls constructed, and more job opportunities will be available for residents.
Let's talk about what this 3-year deal means to you. New jobs creation, Defense Force base in West End, brand new West End police station, brand new school, new airport for Bimini, new resort in Boodle Bay, brand new docks for fishermen, brand new fish house in West End, the West End Fishing Village project, the West Grand Bahama Affordable Housing Project, free Wi-Fi in all parks from West Grand Bahama to Bimini. In 3 days, you can choose to believe in this 3-year deal. This is no scam. This is the real deal.
The Deputy Prime Minister, I. Chester Cooper, also sharing more plans of the Progressive Liberal Party, adding that there will be a specific focus on a number of areas.
We got 3 more years, and the PLP will look out for you. We can build you a new hospital in Grand Bahama. We can build you a new airport. We can get new investments. We can bring new vision. We can work. We will fight just like Obi wanted us to do. We can open the school just like we opened the administration office. We can bring more quality jobs. We can bring more opportunities. The Bahamas Development Bank got $30 million of new money so we can get more people in business. And we can work with the SPDC, we can work with the TDC to bring opportunities to West Grand Bahama and Bimini.
Prime Minister and Party Leader Philip Davis not mincing words, noting that Smith has 3 years to deliver on his promises.
It is painful to see where we are, in fact, in this matter. And so you have our word, you have our commitment, you have my commitment to see that through. And we have the 3 years to complete it. And only one candidate respects you enough to make this commitment. If he can't deliver these urgent home repairs and a rebuilt police station too, and a free breakfast for more of our children, and get all those things done down in West End with the Marine and all that, he's not going to come back in 3 years to ask you for your support again. Because he can't get it done. And he has this government to back him to ensure it's done.
The PLP's next rally will be held in Bimini on Monday. The West Grand Bahama by-election is set for November 22nd. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson Everest.
Well, the race also heating up for the FNM in West Grand Bahama and Bimini. The party rallying its base with an event in Bimini. With just 2 days before constituents head to the polls to vote in the upcoming West Grand Bahama and Bimini by-election, Free National Movement delegates making their final push before Election Day. Party candidate Bishop Ricardo Grant outlining his party's platform before scores of supporters. He maintains the party is laser-focused and ready to respond to the needs of the Bahamian people.
We're going to focus on education because the future of our children is at hand. We're going to focus on what we consider to be in higher learning. What you mean higher learning, Bishop? We're going to make certain that we bring technical and vocational training right on the grounds and that your children can learn and excel right from home, right from the gateway, right from Bimini. We're going to ensure that you'll be able to gain scholarships, be able to do all of the necessary training and learning that you can, even through Zoom. We're going to ask BTVI, UB, to come in here and ensure they extend their programs to us.
Political heavyweight and former Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Hubert Ingram, making the case for the party's West Grand Bahama and Bimini candidate.
And the Bishop showed you. He'll speak up for you. He'll put your case. And so I ask you here in Bimini to give him a chance. It's in your interest to vote for him. And it's in your interest to not vote for the PLP next week.
Making a strong appeal to voters, Free National Movement leader Michael Pintard says Wednesday's race is about the country's future.
And so tonight, F&Ms, we have an opportunity. We have an opportunity to do something. No, it isn't for the F&M. No, it isn't for our candidate. No, it isn't for OB, but to do something for your family. We are here because we want the Family Island Fund to truly fund development in Bimini. We want seawalls constructed, and we want to be able to earmark funds that will take care of that. We want to make sure that Bimini has the protection from waves and flooding, and the government should apply its mind to how we can reduce the flooding that exists on this island.
As momentum builds, the Free National Movement hopes residents will rally behind its vision and secure the West Grand Bahama and Bimini seat left vacant by PLP MP Obie Wilscombe. As the holiday season begins, workers at the country's major gateway gearing up for a busy travel period. Beginning Thursday, November 23rd and Sunday, November 26th, over 30,000 travelers will move through the Lynden Pindling International Airport. Traffic expected to top 2022 figures when 30,022 passengers were recorded. President of the Nassau Airport Development Company, Vernice Joaquin, is pleased with the numbers. Heading into this peak travel period, she says over the next 2 months, the focus of the airport community will be to ensure that facilities are functioning at the level required to manage the uptick in traffic. Still to come in the weekend edition, kite flying treats for underprivileged children. The details of that and more after the break.
Is on BTC. All you have to do is sign up, top up, pay up, or watch and win with us. Sign up for one of our $64.99 or higher postpaid plans or one of our broadband bundles and get a chance to drive into 2024 with a brand new Kia Sonet. Pay your bill in full and you can be a winner with our Christmas grab bag. Activate a $15 prepaid combo and get your chance to win Visa gift cards, travel and gas vouchers, and so much more. Watch our Hallmark movie of the week for a chance to win a prepaid Visa gift card. Make BTC your choice this Christmas with over $100,000 in prizes. All you have to do is sign up, top up, pay up, or watch and win with BTC. Visit any BTC location today. Terms and conditions apply.
Food, I believe, is so important. It's the most important thing for survival. So eggs is a no-brainer. The more we can produce, this business would really begin to, like my son say, make a mark here in Eleuthera. When I heard about this grant that SBDC was offering, I said, oh my gosh, this is my opportunity, because we always thought about chickens. We pray, please let us get this grant. I have an opportunity to make my business better because of what they did for me. At some point, I want the Bahamas to no longer have to import eggs, because I believe we need to move towards sustainability. We need to move towards a place where we can truly feed ourselves. This business would really begin to make a mark here in Eleuthera and hopefully the Bahamas as a whole.
For hurricane season, we got impact windows and doors. For protection, just come to our store. Plus we got tiles to pretty up your walls and your floors. We'll help you brighten up for that big bad storm. Porcelain tiles, blank tiles, mosaic tiles, a variety of styles. Before teens get right, they gotta be rough. That's why we got the best deals in the whole Bahamas. Hey, hey.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code. select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Focal Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
And thank you so much for joining us. A special treat for over 100 underprivileged children and youngsters from the Tall Pines community as Yuletide season creeps in. The Bahamas Urban Renewal teaming up with the Bahamas China Friendship Association for a kite flying festival. Kids and adults enjoying their favorite pastime on the outdoors at Aquinas College. Minister of State for Social Services, the Honorable Lisa Ramming.
It's a very, very good initiative. Anytime organizations come together and they want to give back to our urban kids and kids who we deem less fortunate, it's always an excitement for me because then we do more when we work together. We're stronger together. So in the back of me, you'll see all the kite flying for the event. And so I am happy for this association, and of course, you know, this is not the only thing that they do. They do exchange, cultural exchange with adults. Bahamians go to China, the Chinese come to the Bahamas, and so this is one of the events they invite our kids, and I'm so excited, and the kids are.
Well, it's a popular family event that has become a staple in the Bahamian community. Scores turning out for the annual Jollification Christmas Festival at the Bahamas National Trust, Village Road. Our Charlia Jones was there.
Jingle bells and wrapped gifts are not the only things putting smiles on faces this upcoming Christmas season. The annual anticipated Jollification Festival also bringing joy to the season. First established in 1993 with a total of about 10 vendors, the festival has seen tremendous growth. Bahamas National Trust Executive Director Anderson Roll says this year's Jollification Festival will assist with building the organization.
So this event was inspired by a group of volunteers. We recognize the need to be able to fundraise for the beautiful Retreat Gardens, which is an urban national park here in the city of New Providence. And so this event, this year we are actually celebrating 30 years of Jollification. And this is really the anticipated event that kicks off the Christmas season. This year we have more than 100 vendors. So this is a great place to start your Christmas shopping early. We have artists providing their crafts. We have Christmas craft vendors, and there's so many more. Candles, straw bags. A lot of the local vendors are here on property for the two-day event.
And its connection to the Christmas holiday?
One of the things that is really unique about Jollification is that this is the place where you can start to taste some of those Christmas spirits.
Among those vendors are Bahamian-owned businesses that are excited to partake in the festival for the first time.
It is an exciting feeling. This is our first time at Jollification, and we're just excited to be here. We actually just started this in the summer where it was hot. And my sister, she's in partnership with me. She's only 15 years old. And just for her to do something in the summer and learn entrepreneurship, we came up with this business.
I am ecstatic. I am blessed. Let me put it like that. I didn't. After I found out that there was a wait list, I didn't even anticipate being a part of it because I was like, you know, there are a lot of persons before me. And when I got that call last week, I was very shocked.
While new entrepreneurs got a chance to showcase their business, there were some vendors that have been participants from the very beginning.
Been here from actually at the beginning when Jollification started. When we had the first stall, for the 2 days income, I only sold about $200. But then I said, you know, this is just the beginning. And each year I'm here. And so now Philippine Delight has established its name.
Well, by the looks of it, Christmas is off to a jolly good start. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Charlia Jones.
In case you missed the news or want to stay ahead, subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on X, TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook.
Good to grow, keeping you in the know, keeping you in the know. God, it's good enough to eat, and it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow.
The country's fishery sector plays an important role in the economy, and in a bid to ensure the highest quality seafood, local distributor Tropic Seafood is conducting a market research experiment focusing on the American red snapper.
We've done testing both locally, selling fish, and we've exported fish to the U.S. The market for this fish is huge. Locally, obviously snapper is a very popular choice among consumers. In the U.S., the American red snapper is highly desirable. Wild-caught fisheries, they have very strict seasonality on the fish, which means supply is almost in short supply. So if you have a project with American red snapper where you can grow the fish all year round, the market for that fish is across the whole country. I mean, millions of pounds of demand.
That's Tropic Seafood's Director of Quality Assurance, Alex Henderson, who's spearheading the experiment.
As we've gone through the project, the thing that stood out to us the most is both the growth rate of the fish, the efficiency of the fish, and the market success it's had. So this fish can go from a fingerling, which is a 30-day-old fish, to a plate-sized snapper in 8 months.
He adds that this particular fish utilizes feed efficiently.
So you don't have to feed the fish huge amounts of feed to get a product. So that way it's economical and it's a high profit.
Henderson adds that they've tested the market in offering both whole fish and fillets since this experiment began. He says that this has been extraordinary.
We've had really positive feedback on the taste of the fish, the quality, the freshness, the texture of the fillet. I mean, it's an outstanding fish.
This experiment started back in 2019 with a few fingerlings obtained from the University of Miami. Fast forward to today, and this complex operation is in full swing, including hundreds of fish.
It takes a lot of care and dedication to keep these fish in good shape. As you saw outside, we use well water, which is salt water. We aerate the water and oxygenate it. We keep the tanks clean, feed the fish daily.
Now, this is an ongoing experiment taking place at Tropic Seafood, and there's no specific end date in mind or time frame for when these fish will hit the market. However, Henderson speaks to the vast amount of opportunities available for Bahamians in the aquaculture arena.
Well, this is something traditionally that hasn't been in the forefront of jobs, employment, or industry in the country. Not until now, it's really coming up a little bit more. And we have Bahamians that have gone to school specifically for aquaculture and come home, and jobs are starting to open up. Areas of research, particularly research at this stage, are opening up where they can get experience. And in this industry, it's a very valuable industry that hopefully the country is moving towards.
Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Leah Cooper.
Agriculture program at R.M. Bailey Senior High School is back in full swing after several years of being dormant.
We haven't had an agriculture program since, I think it was 2011 or 12. And so we're so excited to have our agriculture teacher, and our students are so excited, especially our male students.
It benefits the school because it makes it look more aesthetic, give it more beauty and colors. And when it grows bigger, we get more shade from it. We can put a bench under it, and people get chill.
We entered into a competition last year, early this year for Forestry Week, and we placed second. And we won a prize of 2 benches and 2 trees, one of which is a Linton Vitae, and the one right behind me is the mahogany tree. So we received our prizes sort of late, so this just was a perfect opportunity for us to actually have this initiative where we plant a tree in the school.
Minister of Education and technical and vocational training, the Honorable Glenys Hannah Martin visited the agriculture students as they planted a mahogany tree on the school's campus recently.
Agriculture is something that's been very underrated, but in fact, it is perhaps the most important endeavor. And today in agricultural practices, it's so modernized, and the opportunities so diverse and so interesting, and the opportunities for young people are immense. And so to be here today and see these young men engage in the practices, in the planting of this tree has been really very heartwarming and inspiring, actually.
Jonalie McIntosh for Ed Talk.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
ZNS Total Sports brought to you by Sans Beer, who reminds you to recycle your beer bottles for cash in Nassau, Grand Bahama, and now Abaco and Eleuthera.
Welcome to your Sunday Sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports news in their first game at the Battle for Atlantis. Yolak Macfi-McCoon and Ole Miss Lady Rebels put on a show, overcoming multiple deficits to defeat the Howard Bison 67-54 on Saturday from the Imperial Arena. Madison Scott led the Rebel effort with a career-high tying 21 points and 14 rebounds. Trailing by 7 midway through the second quarter, Ole Miss would have flipped the switch and shut out the Bison in the second half, not allowing them to score a field goal in the final 4 minutes of the game.
And to be able to get the ball inside. I don't know if y'all been watching women's basketball or basketball sports in general. People been getting upset. You know, this is the first year where we're playing with a number next to our name. So anytime we show up, it's a big game for whomever we're up against. And so I thought it was a great growth moment for our team, and looking forward to continuing to figure things out about our group as we move forward.
Coach Yoshi says the team certainly packed their defense in their suitcase.
We don't mind losing anything but defense. And when we played Oklahoma, we lost our identity for a second, and we ended up getting in a scoring bout with Oklahoma. And I know everybody loves the offensive side of the game, but for me, I just came from a Sweet 16 playing defense, beating the #1 team in the country playing defense. So we had to get back to that. And then so as the game was going on, like if I didn't feel like you were playing D, I was subbing your butt out, you know, because for me, I know at the end of the day, I may miss a lot of shots, 2 for 22, ballroom shooting, right? But we could get a stop, and it was kind of vintage, like we were getting blocks. Like that's Ole Miss women's basketball. Those little snippets y'all saw, blocks, steals, you know, transition, finish, and one. Huge rebounds. That is our identity.
The association beaming big man DeAndre Ayton logging 17 points, going 8 of 14 from the field with 12 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals in 30 minutes of play during the Blazers' 107-95 loss to the LA Lakers. A big bounce-back game for Ayton, who had arguably his worst game of the season on Wednesday against the Cavaliers, tallying just 6 points and 6 rebounds over 26 minutes. In the matchup against the Lakers, he was much more effective, finishing with his 7th double-double of this campaign. While Ayton's scoring is down this season, he's still strong on the boards, averaging 11.5 per game. That's a look at your sports on this Sunday. A check on weather when we return.
ZNS Total Sports brought to you by Sans Beer, who reminds you to recycle your beer bottles for cash in Nassau, Grand Bahama, and now Abaco and Eleuthera.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Hello, everyone. This is Tony Williams back with a special promotion for BahamasAir.com and GoGo Florida. The $100 deposit is back, but it's only on your debit card. So whether you're renting that sedan, SUV, or spacious minivan for group or family trips, keep your cash in your pocket. Only Dollar Thrifty is making it convenient for you. Your $100 deposit held on your debit card. Available at Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach, and Orlando. Book early and save your 8-passenger minivan for your holiday shopping spree.
With the help of our authorized financial institutions, or AFIs, using sand dollars is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Step 1. Identify your preferred AFI
by browsing their websites or contacting them directly. Step 2. Download the free mobile application from Google Play or the Apple Store and then register for a Sand Dollar account. Step 3. Load money onto your mobile app and begin sending and receiving Sand Dollars or purchasing and selling goods and services.
We are pleased to be
your central bank approved
digital wallet providers.
It does not matter
which of us you choose.
You can pay for goods and services
wherever Sand Dollar is accepted.
We are all in this together.
Visit sanddollar.bs for more information.
Hi, Phil Swift here for the Flex Seal family of flood protection products. Our flood protection products are specifically designed to work together in order to create multiple layers of super strong protection. All these windows, doors, seams, and openings have all been sealed up tight. Now there's a new way to protect your home or business from damaging floodwaters. Get the removable Flex Seal family of flood protection products.
Do you hear that? That's Junkanoo. And that means that the Boxing Day and New Year's Day Junkanoo parades are right around the corner. Don't get left behind. Make sure book your ads in the live ZNS broadcast of the Junkanoo parades, the most professional coverage of our national art form. Call the ZNS sales office today at 502-3800. Ask for the special Junkanoo advertising package and be a part of Junkanoo on the ZNS TV network. It's
Time now for tonight's weather forecast. Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean joins us. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Desmond. We have partly cloudy skies, temperature at 78 degrees, a relative humidity 70%, northwest winds at 5 miles per hour, the barometric pressure 1,010.2 millibars, that's 29.83 inches. And your temperatures around the Fommy Valles this evening, we have 79 degrees in Marshall, Babico, Greenville, Key 78, Freeport, Grand Bahama 78 degrees, Berry Island 79, Allenstown, Bimini reporting 80 degrees, Harbor Island at 78, Roxanne, Eleuthera 79 degrees. Also in Fresh Creek, Central Andros, picking up some 80s in Kemp Space out Andros, Black Point, Exuma as well. 79s in Otterstown, Cat Island, San Salvador, and Rum Key, Georgetown, Exuma, 1 degree up at 80 degrees. 79s in Rygat Island, Clownstown, Long Island, and Crooked Island. Betsy Bay may go on to have a temperature of 81 degrees. Ackland's 81, Magitown, Niagara 79, and the Turks and Caicos Islands at 82 degrees. And your boating forecast tonight through tomorrow for all areas. Your winds are going to be north to northeast at 12 to 18 knots, wave heights 3 to 6 feet with a moderate chop. High tide will occur at 48 minutes past midnight. Low tide will take place at 6:53 tomorrow morning. And the satellite pictures showing high pressure control of our weather. That old frontal boundary now exiting the southeast bombers, leaving behind clearing skies, so beautiful weather conditions can be anticipated for the next several days. Tonight, mainly clear skies, low temperature around 72 degrees, and tomorrow, mostly sunny and quite pleasant. A bit breezy in the afternoon with a high temperature of 81 degrees. And your extended weather forecast, lots of sunshine during the daytime right through the 7-day cycle. Nighttime temperatures going to be quite nice as well. We're going to keep them in the low 70s for you. Desmond?
Thanks, Basil. That ends Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. We thank you for continuing to make ZNS your #1 news and information network, as only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. On behalf of the entire team, thanks for watching and good night.
You're watching the ZNS Network.